for being here. It is an exciting day for Madison Central, so we appreciate you guys coming out. I'd like to thank Robbie Cooks, the athletic director. His leadership, his hard work, and his attention to detail through this process has been so very, very helpful to me as a principal at this school, so appreciate his work during this. Through this process, I talked to a lot of people. I talked to college coaches, high school coaches, retired coaches, anybody that would listen to me that I thought could give me good advice. I really, really wanted to have the right person for this job that can take this program to hopefully heights we've never been. So I'm very, very excited today. As I got to talk to Coach, I was so excited after talking to him. His energy, his competitive spirit, his knowledge of the game really set it apart for me. And I took his phone before we come up here because it rings a lot. And most of the time when the phone rang, it was his former players. And that meant a lot to me when I was looking for a coach because those people still reach out to him. He's known as Coach, and they reach out to him and still seek advice and guidance from him, and that really, really meant a lot to me. His resume, it is second to none. There's not a better resume out there. But what was so exciting was he's still hungry. He still wants to have a positive influence on kids in our school and hopefully take them to places they didn't know was possible. And through this, as a principal, you want to make sure that the person aligns with the mission and vision of your school, and he does all of those things. So I'm very, very excited today, excited about what's going to take place with our football program and with our student athletes, and I'm very, very excited to announce the new football coach, Mr. Mike Holcomb. Thank you. I'm out of here.
Thank you very much. I would like to just quickly thank our principal, Mr. Fritz, our athletic director, Mr. Robbie Cooksey, the site-based council, and our superintendent, Dr. Gillum, for having confidence in me to lead this program. I've had a lifetime sort of a little affiliation to this program since I started doing some volunteer coaching here when I was in college, and I had a lot of friends left in Richmond, had family in Richmond, and just always had a little bit of touch about Madison Central in my blood. So when this opportunity came, the job became open. You know, I was fortunate enough to I had my interest and they had their interest, so it's really worked out good for me, and I'm excited to be the new coach here. With that being said, we got a lot of young players coming back, and we got a chance to meet them this afternoon. A lot of good-looking players there, and we have a great administration and school that has a lot of support in it. I've watched the athletic programs. I've watched their basketball team compete in the last several years and enjoyed that. I've seen a lot of the other sports being competitive, and I see why. I see no reason why our football program can't reach high heights too. So I'm excited about that, and can't wait to get started. I also would like to thank someone who isn't here with me. I've only changed jobs twice in my life, but my wife and my family, my wife Debbie, my daughter Lori, and due to the COVID things, they didn't get to come down right now. So I would like to thank them very much for all their support. And I couldn't have been successful as I've been in life without my family support. Well, Debbie said to take the blame for a lot of things in my life, and things just wasn't, it just didn't work out at that time. That's about all I can say, you know. And, you know, we moved, that's been a while ago, so it's a different time, and everything's a little different now. And she ain't took no blame, I'll tell you that. Well, you know, we're looking at our schedule right now. Mr. Cooksey has worked on it some, and Mr. Fritz, people have contacted him. So I'm not sure about that. Justin Haddix is at Boyle, and Kyle Moore's at there at Breathitt, and I tell you, we're just pretty close. It's really not a good thing to play. We share a lot of ideas amongst each other. At one time, we all did play, and it was like we was always watching what we were saying to each other. And so now we can throw ideas around a lot, and we'll probably just leave that at that. Well, we just want to take the program from where it is and grow on it. And we want to, all I ever try to do is get our kids to work at the highest level and develop them to the best they can be, and hopefully take them maybe in day-to-day workouts, take them to places maybe they haven't been in their life as an athlete, and just grow on what's been already there. The kids have grown up in great programs coming up. They've been taught how to play from middle school on up. So we just want to be able to get them, hopefully get them in the right spots where they can succeed. And we'll just have to see from day to day what actually has to be changed.
Coach, I know you just named the players, but what are the expectations you have for the program, in year one, and what do you expect out of this team?
Well, the main thing we want to start here when we come back after January, just getting to work on our strength and conditioning. And, a lot of people call that a weight program, but ours will be an athletic development. And that's the main thing. We just want to start from there and get ingrained in being successful each thing you do at your maximum. And, each thing we train at will be trying to get to your max effort. And then just when we get started, we just want to win each play. As I've got a little bit older, you always want to win the game. And maybe going back to watching the basketball when they started counting the times in the shot clock. And then Nick Saban talks about, win each play. And if you can win 75% of each play of the game, you got a chance to win. So that's what we'll just try to win each play.
I talked to Coach Walt Wells today at Easter. He said you and him had a pretty good relationship, and I know you got relationships like that with a lot of college coaches. How important do you think that'll be to the kids here as they grow and develop and hope to go to the next level?
Well, hopefully anytime you can help a student athlete advance their education through athletics, some kind of contact is, very important. But with the way the world is today, with the technology and the things, the films that can get out, years ago it was about, do you know who can play and all that. Now it's all set there for them pretty much with the huddle being like it is. The players can make their films. You can help them make them and send them. But it is important a lot of times. There's still something that don't show up in film that coaches want to know about student athletes. And hopefully you've built some relationships. If you coach as long as me and Coach Fieldhouse have, we built some relationships over the years.
What about the coaching staff? I know, you come in here, you've got a lot of connections, back in Madison County, some coaching staff that were already here. Have you thought about that, Eddie, or talked to anybody about coming with you?
We're going pretty slow on that. We just want to find a staff that, that really wants to be here and wants to work and is conducive to what we're trying to do. And you're in an area where a lot of people want to be. You're at a school, a lot of people want to be here. So there's already been a lot of interest, but we're just going to go slow on that and see who wants to help and who wants to coach and who fits into that need for our student athletes.
What are some of your expectations?
For our team or what? Well, everybody wants to win, so that's the number one thing. And just expectation, we want to, we'll set our team goals, and those will be within our team. But again, going back to just maximum effort every day, we ask them 2 or 3 things. I ask a player, and they need to ask it about me. Can they trust me? Do they care about it? And they committed. And those are the 3 things we'll base it on. So everybody wants to win every game. I do. So that's what our expectations will be. And just making them accountable day in and day out and play in and play out. That's what we'll set it at. as far as going in and saying we want to do this and we want to do that, I'm not got to that point yet.
Coach, this is a team that, just quite frankly went through a lot last year. What can you do and how can you get the trust of this team and these players and find the best ways to gel with them in this new bond you guys are going to have?
Well, trust comes within what you do day in and day out. So I've always found out if you're teaching a player something he has success with, he will buy into that. And I think players are still like they were. They talk about the world change. The world has changed. Athletics hasn't changed that much. If you have something that players want, they'll do whatever you want them to do to get that success. So, you have to show them, you have to be able to teach them things that they have success with. And if you're teaching them something that's not working, then, you're going to have to reevaluate what you're doing. So, what you do day in and day out with them is for the trust to be developed. Mr. Eden, you have any questions? I know you do.
Is that it? Thank you all.
I thank y'all for coming.